Hi there, it's Dr. Rehani, and welcome back to the course on natural first aid. In this section, we'll be talking about how to treat fractures and broken bones at home. Now, there is a warning with this. Of course, the fracture has to be set properly before using these remedies, because otherwise the bones will heal incorrectly. These remedies work very fast to heal broken bones, so the benefit of using them is once the fracture has been set properly by a medical professional, then you can use the remedies to speed up the healing. Okay, so they work really well for that, but don't start them until you've had a medical professional. Make sure the bones are set properly, because otherwise they will heal crooked and you will not be happy. Okay, so use your common sense, but this will definitely speed up the healing process for you. And another reminder to please post any questions you have on the question and answer forum so that we can increase the knowledge and get everybody feeling good about using these remedies. Fractures and broken bones. So arnica is the first remedy for initial bruising and pain, as well as aconite if indicated. Give 1 dose of arnica, either a 30C, 200C, or a 1M, every 1 to 2 hours for 5 to 6 doses. Symphytum officinalis, also known as bone net or comfrey in the herbal world, excellent for pain in the bone, bruised bones, injury to the bone, fracture or broken bones, phantom pain from amputation. So by that I mean an animal or a human that has had a part, extremity, a leg, an arm amputated, and they still feel pain. That's called phantom pain, and it's quite common. So this is one place where Symphytum works really nicely to remove that phantom pain. The phantom pain is due to nerve damage from the amputation. And injuries to the bone around the eyes, so the eye socket itself. So this is what Symphytum looks like. Symphytum will reduce the pain of the broken bone. It'll speed up the healing. The patient that needs Symphytum is very restless with the pain. They are worse with touch, worse with pressure on the area. They are better from warmth on the injured area. In an acute injury, meaning an injury that just happened or happened recently, you would give a 200C potency every 1 to 4 hours for 5 to 6 doses. Again, as the patient improves, you will decrease how often you give the remedy or make the intervals between the doses longer. If you want to actually repair a fracture, that again, the bone has been set properly, then you're going to use a low potency like a Symphytum 12C, and you will give it once a day for anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, and that will really speed up the healing of that fracture. An overactive soccer player. So my husband, I won't tell you how old he is, but he does love to play soccer, and he's not a 20-year-old anymore. A couple of years ago, he was playing soccer, and the goalie was quite a big guy, and my husband went to kick the ball into the goal, so he was on one leg. The goalie came forward with both feet and hit my husband on that one leg that he was standing on with both feet and broke my husband's leg. So my husband called me saying that he had an injury, that his shin area was very swollen, and he had taken arnica, but it was still hurting. And I said, oh dear, if you've taken arnica at a high dose and it's still hurting, you better come home. You've probably broken your leg. And if you think about the shin area, there's not a lot of muscle there. It's mainly bone, so it's not a hard bone to break. And you probably heard the expression shin splints, where people are even, will have small fractures, what we call green stick fractures or micro fractures in the shin area from running from the impact. So he came home and I had a look, and it was very swollen. And I said to him, yeah, I think you've broken your leg and you should go to the hospital and get it x-rayed. But he couldn't go that day, so he decided to wait till the next day. And that night when he was sleeping, he was very restless from the pain. He could not get comfortable. And that was kind of, for me, the actual diagnosis because he had all the symptoms of symphytum. So I said to him, "You've broken your leg for sure. Here, take a dose of symphytum," and I gave him a 200C. And within about 10 minutes, he settled down and he went into a deep sleep. And the pain was much better for him. So that was confirmation. And he went the next day, had an x-ray, and sure enough, it was broken. And the emergency doctor asked if he wanted some pain medication, and he said, "No, my wife's a vet. She's treating me." So anyway, it's a wonderful remedy for bone pain. Keep that in mind. Now, this is Chani, who is no longer with us. She actually had a bone tumor called osteosarcoma in this front leg, and her leg was quite swollen. She was still able to walk on the leg, but she had been running down the stairs after the pizza man and had then really damaged it. So you can see how swollen it was. She was being treated by myself naturally on a homeopathic cancer protocol, and she was actually doing really well. The cancer was not growing at all, but unfortunately this leg, because of the type of cancer that osteosarcoma is, it eats away at the bone, it was getting broken, right? So, and the owners couldn't afford to do an amputation on her, so we were just keeping her pain-free as long as possible. So she came in and I gave her a high dose of symphytum, and within 15 minutes, that's how her leg looked. So you can see how much the swelling went down, right? There you see, and then that's afterwards. So quite a difference in the swelling of the bone from the symphytum and how well it works. Again, so great remedy for bone pain, broken bones, bone cancer, anything that causes pain in the bone. Symphytum is the remedy you're looking for, including phantom pain from amputation. The next remedy we're going to talk about is Calcarea phosphoricum, or Calcarea phosphorica, depending on your local homeopathic pharmacy and how they write it up. This is a great remedy to help strengthen bones. It helps to heal broken bones. And the strength we're going to use is called a tissue salt. So the tissue salt is either a 6X or a 12X, known in some areas as 6DH or 12DH. And you will take one dose of it, which is 1 tablet or 2 tablets, 2 to 3 times a day for up to 4 weeks. And that will help strengthen the bone that is broken, make it more dense. It's also a great remedy for osteoporosis or osteopenia, where the bones are just not very dense. It can actually help really increase the density of the bone. So useful remedy for women that have osteoporosis. Okay, and that's the end of our lecture on broken bones. Again, if you have questions, please do post them. This is a local area where my husband goes hiking, and you can see how beautiful it is. We live in British Columbia, which we're very blessed is a beautiful place in the world to live. All right, so any questions, please do post them.